Okay, this is Kay, Beulah Homestead, and it is finally decent weather here in Ohio, so I'm trying to prep my garden for this year's planting season. I started seeds last year, the 14th of February, and it was way too soon. I had these big old long leggy things. It was crazy. So I have waited a little bit to start. It's March, what, 5th today? March 5th. I think probably by the middle of this month I'm going to go ahead and start my seeds. I called a local company to have them bring me some wood chips, and they brought me wood chips and leaf mold, and this is what I got, and I am so happy. I couldn't be happier about it. So I'm transferring that wheelbarrow at a time over to the garden so I can get that soil all prepped and mulch my onions and garlic that are already there. And I talked to my neighbor today about making this space into a barn, and I need to get, I guess we're just going to tear up this floor where they had, these channels were for the cows to poop and eat, and they'd milk them and then they'd go out that way. But we're going to rip this all up probably and make this just dirt and keep this side concrete, and this side will be the stalls. They'll be framed in stalls on this side, and then on this side there'll be a tack room and some smaller areas where I could do some smaller stalls for goats, or goat bowling. I don't know what kidding. That's what it is, goat kidding. So I'm looking at hopefully by the end of this year having a structure up here where I can put animals. That's my goal, and I think I can do it. I know I can do it. So that's what we're looking at. The silo's got to come down. I think my neighbor's going to help me with that. And that brick wall over there has got to come out. I think we're going to get help doing that. And then the fencing, as far as the fencing goes, I don't think I'm going to replace every one of those. I think I'm just going to add to it for now, every one of those posts, and put up that high wire tensile fencing to keep animals in. And yeah, I think that'll work out really well. So hopefully by the end of this year, beginning of next year, we will have animals out here. That's my goal. That's my goal. So that's what's going on out here. We're finally getting in gear. It's been a long, hard winter with the loss of our puppy, and some people may say I'm crazy, but that was a huge blow to me. And the divorce, and that not being final yet, and just everything that's gone on. So, but I'm back at it, and we're going to get this done. And take this leaf mold over here, get it put in the garden. And these outbuildings need new roofs. They leak. This is a 100-year-old milking barn right here. They would bring the cows in, milk them in a stanchion in there. There's a tub in there to put the milk in to keep it cool. So this milk barn is 100 years old, which is really, really cool. And I don't know what it's eventually going to be. I don't know if maybe it'll be a small apartment, or our well house is in there. So I don't know if it's going to be a small apartment or what, but definitely I want to keep this structure. It needs some work. So that's kind of where we're at. Here's my poor gate. It's gotten covered over in grass, but we'll get it all figured out. There's a hole over there. We're gonna put stuff in there and cover it up. We'll get it figured out. We had some devastating setbacks this year, but we'll get it figured out. When we first moved in here, you couldn't walk out there. Tell them. You couldn't even walk out there.
No.
The brambles and the bushes and the trees and the grass, everything was so high you could get just about maybe 20 feet down here, and you could not walk out there in that field.
No.
So, and we've done a lot this past year, but we still have a lot to do. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I know back over in there, I think there's 80 acres back there that's undeveloped, which is fantastic. I hope it stays that way. And there's 36 acres, I think, across the street that's undeveloped. So hopefully that'll stay that way. And there's not a lot of room to ride on my property, but hopefully I can talk to them. I know they let people go hunting and do ATVs and stuff back in there. Hopefully I can take the horses and go ride back in their property. That would be fantastic. So we'll see what happens. I'd like to open up this well too. This well's capped. I'd like to get this opened up for water for the barn. So that's another goal I have. I'm going to take these over to the garden, and once we get over there, we'll show you what we're doing with them. While I was working in the garden, we had a visitor. Come here, Red. And she decided to come and pay us a visit. Come here, Red. Oh, come on, Red.
She wants to check it out.
They are the sweetest. You just spilled the water all over the floor, you silly. They're the sweetest chickens.
They're
Just
curious.
want to come say hi. They are very curious, like Everly. She just want to come say hi. Silly thing.
Hi.
All right, let's send her back on her way home. Oh, maybe the window's closed. All right, hang on. Going home. Go on. There you go. Fly away home. Okay, so we're back. This is my leaves. And what I'm doing is I've got some garlic and onions planted. Come on. I got some garlic and onions planted over in that area right there. And they have already started to sprout a little bit. So I just covered them up with just leaves so they can get up through I don't put anything heavy on them so they can't sprout, so they can't get up. But I'm just going to cover this whole area. Where's Roxy?
Roxy.
I'm going to cover this whole area in leaves and mulch. I don't have anything planted in the rest of it yet. Cover this in leaves and mulch. We got another snowstorm coming. End of this week, beginning of next week, I think. And hopefully the snow will tamp it all down and start deteriorating it. And when I'm ready, when I start my seeds in a couple weeks, once they're ready to come out here, I'm hoping it'll be, I know it's not going to be completely, broken down, but I'm hoping it'll be broken down enough for me to be able to plant in here. I mean, I can plant through the leaves, so it's really not that big of a deal, but I should have, if I'd have thought about it and I didn't have the leaves then, I would have done it last fall so that over the winter they can all break down, which is probably what I'll do this year. But I'm learning, like I said in the beginning of this, if I can do this, anybody can do it. Anybody. It takes drive and determination and a little bit of YouTube videos. Everything I've learned just about on YouTube videos or what I've read in books. So if I can do this, I promise you anybody can. So fill it full of leaves. That's the plan. Let them break down. I'm going to do the rest of this bed right here. I'm going to do the raised beds in the greenhouse, which my neighbor just said he will graciously, thank you so much, Jason, come over and help me reattach the plastic and switch these out for 2x4s so that we can have a sturdy, solid opening and a sturdy, solid window down there. And we'll get some plastic put over it. Me and my daughter did this cattle panel greenhouse by ourselves.
With no experience.
None.
With ever building anything.
None. And I think we did a darn good job. Yeah. Yes, it needs some modifications.
Just needs plastic.
It needs the plastic, it needs the door and window fixed, but I think we did a fairly good job of this. So I'm telling you, if I can do it, anybody can. Anybody can. So then my other thought was, over here, I was trying to figure out how I can expand my gardens because I got to grow more. I mean, I definitely got to grow more potatoes because I did not have enough potatoes in those 2 raised beds. I definitely got to grow more potatoes. So I'm thinking, this might need to be pruned back. This is my grapevine. This might need to be pruned back a little bit. But I'm thinking, cover this. I got some cardboard in there. I'm going to put cardboard down, and then I'm going to put the leaves and mulch down, and I'm going to cover it with this tarp here, and just let it sit until I'm ready to plant, and then plant some, maybe tomatoes in there. This is all dug up and tilled, and it's kind of deep and nice. I'm thinking I might be able to do potatoes here. It may be deep enough to do potatoes here. I'm thinking about I'm thinking that. I'm thinking. And then here, put tomatoes and zucchini and some different things here. Beans. Beyond the fence, I would like to grow out as far as I can. I really want to expand this year. I really want it to be, I want to end up growing most of our vegetables, most of our potatoes. I want to really hit this hard and heavy and really get this. We need to become sustainable, you know. I mean, I don't get too political on this channel just because there's a lot I don't know a lot about, but I'll tell you what I think. I've read the Bible and I've read the end of the book, and by the way, we win. Beyond that, before we win, it's going to be a rough ride. And you know, Joseph prepared for the 7 years of plenty and the 7 years of lean. He put up food and saved the nation of Egypt. And Noah built the ark and put food up in the ark. And you know what? We're in some perilous time, folks. All you got to do is look. Just look around you. And we're in perilous times. And anybody who can grow food, I mean, you can grow food on your front porch. You know, you can get some 5-gallon buckets, and at least it's something. But if God has gifted me with this 5 acres in that pond in that house, and I don't do anything with it, then shame on me. We got to do it. We got to do it. We just got to do it. Yeah, it's just me and my daughter and her 2 kids, and I got help from neighbors, and you know. And I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. Just this is your inspiration for the day. This is Kay's inspirational talk for the day. Grow some food. Put some tuna cans under your bed, please, y'all. You can do a lot with the tomato. You can roast a tomato. You can eat a tomato sandwich. You can make sauce. You can make. There's so much you can do. You put it with noodles. There's so much you can do with a tomato. Grow some tomatoes. Just beefsteak tomatoes. They're easy to grow. I grew a ton of them last year. Grow some zucchini. Oh my gosh, we had zucchini. We must have come out here and picked zucchini for days and days. Grow some food. Zucchinis, tomatoes, peas, beans. These things are easy to grow. It's doable. It's not that expensive. 4 for $1 at the Dollar General store. Please, just grow something. Grow something. It'll keep you alive. You can barter it for meat. Somebody who's got a farm where they raise cows and they don't have any vegetables. You can barter those vegetables for meat. You can sell them. You can sell plant starch. There's so much you can do. Just please do it. I know how hard it is. I spent the winter grieving and eating, and I must have gained 15 pounds, and my pants don't fit me anymore. But you know what? I had to get out here and get my fingernails dirty. Yes, my fingernails are dirty, and you know what? I don't care, because I will have food, and my family will have food. So, yes, I have dirty fingernails, but that's okay, because we will have food. So, you know, this is my soapbox I'm on. Please grow some food. Just anyway, that's what's going on out here. We're gonna hit a barn hot and heavy. I'm gonna make this entire area plus some. It's gonna grow vegetables and hopefully get a dairy cow and some cream and butter and cheese, and yeah. You guys take care, and we'll update you as soon as there's something more to tell you. And I'm gonna Everly! Try and get Everly to come home. She's out walking her dog, the neighbor. And take a shower, try and get my fingernails as clean as possible, and have some twice-baked potatoes. We'll have to show you how to make twice-baked potatoes at some point. Man, them things are good. Have some twice-baked potatoes and relax for the rest of the night, because after sitting in the bed all winter, once you get out and start working again, your body starts yelling at you. My body's yelling at me. And so are my chickens and my grandkids and my dogs. Anyway, this is Kay, Beulah Homestead. You guys take care.